On the morning of February 19th, 2013, guests at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles began complaining about the water. Something was off. A strange taste, an unusual dark color, unusually low pressure throughout the building. A maintenance worker climbed to the rooftop to check the water tanks. What he found inside would horrify the entire world. This is Case Zero. The Cecil Hotel has always been a place of darkness. Since the 1920s, it has been tied to suicides, murders, and some of the most disturbing crimes in Los Angeles history. Serial killer Richard Ramirez lived there during the 80s. Another serial killer used it as his base while hunting women across the city. Over the decades, it earned one reputation above all others, a place where people went to disappear. In January 2013, a 21-year-old Canadian student named Elisa Lam checked in alone. She was traveling the West Coast, adventurous, creative, with her whole life ahead of her. She was never seen alive again after February 1st. When Elisa failed to check out, her family reported her missing. Police searched the entire hotel and found nothing. In desperation, investigators released elevator security footage from the day she disappeared. What the world saw in that footage stopped everyone who watched it cold. Elisa enters the elevator and presses multiple floor buttons. She steps into the hallway, looks left, looks right, checking whether someone is following her. Her movements grow stranger by the second. She appears to be speaking to someone who is not there, her hands moving in slow, deliberate gestures. The elevator doors, which should have closed automatically, stay open the entire time. Then she walks away, down the corridor. That is the last footage ever captured of Elisa Lam alive. 19 days later, the maintenance worker opened the rooftop water tank. Elisa's body was floating inside, fully clothed. The hatch was closed. The rooftop access door was alarmed, and reaching the tank required climbing a ladder up the outside of a large metal container just to reach the opening. The official cause of death was ruled accidental drowning, but the questions never went away. How did she reach a locked rooftop undetected? How did she climb into that tank? How did the hatch close behind her? And what was she reacting to in that elevator? The internet erupted. Some pointed to her movements as evidence of something beyond explanation. Others noted something deeply unsettling. A tuberculosis testing kit used across the world carries the name Lam Elisa, her exact name. And at the time of her death, a tuberculosis outbreak had been reported in the neighborhood surrounding the hotel. Coincidence, or something else entirely? The LAPD officially closed the case. Accidental death. But nobody has ever explained the elevator footage. Nobody has ever explained how that hatch closed. And nobody has ever answered the question that haunts everyone who watches that video. What was Elisa Lam so afraid of? The file is closed. The truth has never been found. Subscribe to Case Zero. A new case opens every week.